the news may be a welcome relief for poorer and middle-class students, the money will have to come from somewhere. South Africa is spending about 315 billion rand on education. It's spending 68 billion rand on higher education, and this decision will push government spending on higher education to about 71 billion rand next year. Schussler says with the weak economic prospects, cutting back on infrastructure spending or increasing taxes will negatively impact economic growth. This may affect students' chances of getting jobs once they complete their degrees.
The rating agencies are seeing that we're not keeping our expenditure in check, and they are going to be worried because it's not just about the university fees, it's also about government guarantees to state-owned enterprises like SAA. And ultimately, I think the rating agencies are going to look at this and say, can you afford all these things that you're spending? So it's not about just populist type of thing, it's about affordability. And in South Africa, we have to make a decision about what we can and cannot afford. Otherwise, students in South Africa are going to finish their degrees and they're not going to have jobs.
Professor Edward Webbs of the Sociology Department at Wits University suggests perpetual bonds and public service may be an answer to access to education. Students get loans to pay for fees, and when they finish their studies, they work in public service, then over a period of time pay the money back.
People can pay back that money when they can afford to do, and they can do that, for example, through public service. So it does in a way meet the demand for free, for access to education, but it also provides a way of what we call sustainable autonomy. In other words, our proposal is one in which a special entity is established, which by the universities, which gets bonds, we call them perpetual bonds, money from a wide range of sources, and that provides the basis for a sustainable funding, because you have to pay back eventually the money.
Universities will determine their own fee increases for 2017, but the increase will not exceed 8%. Fees for students qualifying for funding under the NSFAS and the so-called missing middle will not increase. SABC News, Johannesburg.
All right, let's move to the market.